suddenly the cat is terrified that I have closed the door. What is up, my sanitarium cellmates? My name is Mari and welcome back to Let's Go Insane. Your girl in quarantine. Your girl in quarantine. I'm feeling really all kinds of ick, but while I can still talk and still breathe, I'm gonna do a video. And it's gonna be a little different from my other videos. We're not gonna be talking about me or any story time today. We're gonna actually be talking about a game called Lily's Garden. This is a quote description that I had found. Get your hands dirty in Lily's Garden, our new free puzzle game. Help Lily restore her great aunt's garden to its former glory and rediscover her roots. There's a lot of fun puns in there if you're talking about a garden. Also some fun puns if you're talking about weird sexual stuff, because what we're talking about Lily's Garden today isn't the actual gameplay, because the gameplay is pretty standard. No, we're going to be talking about the ads. Oh, the ads. See, people laugh at them, people are disgusted with them, and we're gonna discuss it today. So, you know, let's dive right in. First, I'm gonna do a little bit of a definition here of something called bait and switch. Bait and switch is the action of advertising goods which are an apparent bargain with the intention of substituting inferior or more expensive goods. And that is something that Lily's Garden does very well with their ads. They have been accused of bait and switch before because their ads and the stories have absolutely nothing to do with the game. And we're gonna go through a few of them today. Go through a few of them because I think they're funny. But I also can see why they're super inappropriate to put in a game, like as an advertisement, because holy crap, like y'all are gonna see. First one we're doing is the first one I saw, which is like her ex-boyfriend, but at the time boyfriend Blaine, like bad at sex. Like there's the sexy bedroom eyes, and then like 3 seconds later they're both naked in a bed and she looks pissed. And then that's where the ad comes out to play the game. Now we don't have time to dive into every little bit of every advertisement because oh my god, they're crazy. But we're gonna talk a bit of them. We're also going to talk about the most controversial one I've seen, called the washing machine. By the way, when I looked up and Googled Lily's Garden washing machine, the related questions at the very bottom, one of them was, what type of washing machine is best for laundry business? And I just thought it was funny, so there you go. She's doing laundry, and the washing machine doesn't close, so she has to sit on it. And as she's sitting on it, oh, yeah, you see that look. Oh, you see that look. You know what that is. But it doesn't stop there. This is why it gets really weird. She goes to a laundromat with her friends and says, let's all sit on them together and just have one big group masturbation session with wine and candles in a laundromat. Like, first of all, you have no idea where those washing machines have been. You have no idea how many, lady parts have touched the top of those washing machine lids. Second of all, who does that with their friends? Who is Lily? Like, I actually felt bad for her because the common ones are like her, like, the house is on fire, she's getting fired from work, and now she looks all sad sitting alone watching TV. But like, who is Lily? After like all this, you're probably gonna be asking it yourself, who is Lily? The next one was an implication of a threesome. Like her ex-boyfriend came back while she was like bringing her new boyfriend to the bedroom, and you just see the eyes like, oh yeah, it gonna happen. What? What? These are advertisements like in games for kids. Like, it's ridiculous. The next one was like her and her friend at like a party, and they're literally comparing like penis size. Like she goes, hey, your ex-boyfriend, is he set? She's like, nope, little bitty, but him, damn. But then at the very end of the commercial, her friend goes and asks, like who asks? Like, is it this big? Is it as big as they say? And he gives her that look like about to whip it out. And he does whip it out. A giant eggplant. And I mean, eggplants are kind of the implication of penises, like when sexting and stuff. But like, a lot of people don't find it funny. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. But not everyone has my sense of humor. Now we're gonna go on a kind of like turn, because like I watched this commercial or this particular ad and I didn't think this is what happened, but a lot of people apparently do, where there's like an implied abortion. Like she sees the pregnancy test, she's crying, and then she just goes to one doctor's appointment, no baby, no bigger tummy, and then just like buys wine and cries. And I'm like, at first I was like, okay, so she said she's pregnant. Wait, why is there wine? Are you trying to drink and kill your baby? And then I was like, oh wait, the doctor's appointment. No. Okay, yeah, that is way not okay. Like, none of these are okay because like kids play the games that these are advertised on. Like I think the only game I have on my phone that has these ads are Tile Masters, and I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want my kids seeing that. Like if my kid stole my phone and wanted to like match tiles or whatever, you can't see that. No. And there's also a part where like her ex-boyfriend and her mother are on a date. That's like a running joke, is like her mother is like super sexually charged and is like trying to like get with whatever guy she's with, and it's real gross and ugh. But like they actually go on a date, and she puts a date rape drug in his drink, and he puts a date rape drug in her drink. Like, yeah, great, you're made for each other or whatever, but like, what? And you know, the classic one of her ex-boyfriend Blaine running out on his pregnant girlfriend, because every guy totally does that. It's revealed at the very end that she wipes off one of the lines there. She faked her pregnancy to get him to run out, which, one, what the hell? Like, I wonder how many women actually do that, because I've heard stories. And two, how horrible is your boyfriend that you would just automatically know that he would run out on you if you were pregnant? Like, that's a low. Like, if you're pregnant, you should like assume that your partner is going to be excited, not run away. That's cold. Like, that must be a really shitty relationship that she was in. But like, at the same time, you know, just dump him. Just dump him. You don't need all of that pageantry and having to worry about if the lines match and look the same, so it look like, I don't care. Just like break up with him, whatever. And then you like saw a really weird thing of Lily, because this entire time I've been feeling really, really bad for Lily. And then the washing machine, yeah, she's a lonely girl. I could still feel sympathy for her, but the fact that she just faked her pregnancy and like knew her boyfriend would leave. First of all, Blaine's a jerk. Bad Blaine. But like, who does that? Like, who is Lily? The next one, like, you know how I talked about the first one I saw was like him being bad at sex and them laying in bed like naked or whatever? Ooh, him and her ex-boyfriend and her mom are like a thing now, and they're like at Christmas dinner, and her mom sneaks under the table to do stuff, and you can make whatever implication you want. I know what I think it is, but you can make whatever implication you want. And these are advertisements. These aren't even like some like adult cartoon or whatever. These are advertisements that people see. Like, little kids see. Oh my gosh. Like, I would think there'd be a bigger rage about this. Apparently there's not, and I'll get to that later. Keeping up with the same theme as the last one, her current boyfriend's talking to her friend, like, over the fence, and he's like, has a shirt off because he's like doing work or whatever. And another implication, but it's more of like an Austin Powers gag where it's like, oh, it looks like she did that, but they're actually just laying tile or whatever, some stones outside on the garden. And I thought that was funny. And speaking of Austin Powers, her ex-boyfriend comes back, all his stuff's outside, and a raccoon finds a penis pump. And I thought that was great. I thought that was hilarious. No, I like, okay, that kind of stuff I don't ever want to have that conversation with my kid. Like, oh, mommy, what is that thing that raccoon is squeezing, and why did it raise his eyebrows like it was something bad? I would have to be like, balloon animals. But it doesn't look like any little balloon animal pump thing I've ever had. It's balloon animals, it's European. Don't worry about it, little Charlotte. Everything is good. My name isn't Charlotte, Mummy, it's Charlie. I just have a bit of a feminine voice. Shut up, Charlotte, let's go get McDonald's. Yeah, okay, moving on. Another washing machine one comes out too after a while. Like, washing machine breaks and she has to go get a new one. And it's a big fancy one. Hold your coffee and everything. And what does she do? You know what she does. You know what she do. Yeah. These are ads on games for kids. And then there was another one that like gave me like big like preteen memes. I don't know why I'm laughing, but also I don't think that preteen memes and Lily's Garden ads should ever be put together. But you will get it. So he's like laying out Tyler, whatever, and then he gets a nosebleed. And then she goes and gets a tampon. And her tampons are gone. And where are they? The boyfriend's nose. Like, she's the man, which was my favorite movie as a preteen. Like, there's the great scene where, like, Viola has, like, tampons in her bag, and she's, like, pretending to be a guy, so they're all like, why do you have tampons in your bag?
I get really bad nosebleeds.
So you stick them up your nose?
Yeah. What? You've never done that? Beckham does it all the time.
I love that scene so much.
And stick right in. It absorbs right up.
So the last one was like, I'm gonna put my 2 cents in on it, because there's like a scene where like Lily's mom gets hit by a bus, and then she's like in the hospital. At the very end of the ad, someone shuts off the heart monitor to make it look like she's dead. And then Lily goes up to the funeral and sees her mom, and then a little, what was that? Little finger twitch, slams the coffin shut. Like, that girl had something to do with it. And I think she did it. I think she faked her mother's death so she would be buried alive. I don't have any other thing leads on that or nothing. That's just my opinion. So now we're gonna get in some quotes from the App Store. Because I couldn't find anything online. I couldn't find any kind of like Facebook group or support group on like boycotting or banning the ads or whatever. Like, there was nothing. So I decided to go to the Apple App Store and see if I can just find some quotes on there myself. And all of the not all the low star, but a lot of the low star ones were about the ads. Quote, I know that part of the reason people get into games like this is the storyline, trying to get further ahead in order to see how the story ends. I have no interest in the story of a woman who fakes a pregnancy in order to trick her boyfriend into leaving her, or takes her wine and candles to a laundromat so she can sit on the washing machines. And I have no interest in playing a game promoted by people who believe those storylines are the kind that will tempt me. The next one said, I originally got into the game because it was advertised on another game. A basic example of bait and switch. See, I was gonna comment the definition of bait and switch. I'm not good at this serious thing, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sick, and let's just keep going though, because I'm having fun, and I'm sure y'all are having fun. The next quote, the ad has nothing to do with the actual game, so there's no justification for showing something so horrible and divisive. Children play these other games and don't need to be subjected to such inappropriate content. And I agree. I full-heartedly agree. I don't want to have to explain why she's so shocked that a woman is down there with a man. Like, I don't want to explain how oral works to, like, my 7-year-old she son. You know? Girly boy Charlie. I don't want to have to explain to girly boy Charlie that she is getting pleasure from a washing machine. Oh, Mummy, why is she excited about the vibrating? Oh, what? Clitoris. Well, what's a clitoris? Well, it's a band. She has AirPods in her ears. It's a band that she really, really likes. So she's just vibing. She's just vibing, little Charlotte. My name is Charlotte. Charlotte. The next quote says, developer response makes no excuse for why such a violent or horrible situation should be used for a game. This may be just an animated character and a rhetorical challenge to make potential downloaders think, I can do better than that. However, it must have been complete lack of awareness on your part to greenlight an ad which in 15 seconds or less traps a pregnant woman in a flaming building and mark it a fail. Shame on you. So this person was actually just really upset that, like, she got pregnant and then you're fixing a house and then it's on fire. But we'll get to the developer response in a minute, because that made me laugh, really, like, actually laugh. The next quote from one of these responses is, little kids want to play these games, but they're too pornographic for them. You should be ashamed of yourselves. At least mark the app for 18 and over. I can appreciate a sexual joke now and then, but this app takes it too far. First of all, I don't think you can appreciate a sexual joke now and then, since you just straight up was a jerk to these people for that. Second of all, I don't think that you actually played the game, because the actual game has nothing to do with anything in the ads. I think you, like, were considering playing it and then you saw an ad and then you just thought that was the entire game, which, whatever floats your boat, honey. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this one in our list of ads, but, like, the new boyfriend had, like, a girlfriend, and, like, her ex-boyfriend was, like, cheating. She was cheating on her ex-boyfriend with their new boyfriend's ex-girlfriend or whatever, and there's some scenes. Like, I watched it, like, frame by frame, so I can get pictures of the actual acts that are happening. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, if my kids saw that, nope, we're not getting into this. Nope. Let's go to church. I think this is the last. Yes, okay, so the last quote I have from the App Store is, in all caps, why the ads? They're on pretty much every game that I play, and they are so awful. Definitely not appropriate for kids. I am disappointed of your game. Deleting it off my phone today. Frowny face emoji. Now, you might be wondering, like, what the developer has to say about it, and I'm gonna tell you, I looked through every single review I could find regarding the ads, and the developer literally just copy and pasted every one of them. And it says this: hello. That's a nice way to start. Hello, our ads only last a few seconds, and our creative team needs to communicate the characters and their personality traits, the good and the bad ones, to players who have never seen the game before. Putting characters into exaggerated situations, sometimes situations that do not have a direct connection to the running story of the game, can be the most effective way to do that. Even then, our creative team will always try to stay true to our characters and what they would do in any given situation. We appreciate you getting in touch with your concerns, and we will pass the feedback to our team. Which is just a great way of saying, we're not getting back to you. Our creative team can do whatever they want and put them in whatever situation they want, because these ads only last a few seconds. And clearly, washing machine masturbation has to do a lot with the character of Lily. So, fuck you, don't sue us, is what they're saying. And this is copy and pasted on literally every review I could find. And I was just like, really? That's such a lame excuse. Like, I'm so, like, that's such a lame excuse. Like, I give lame excuses, but that is a super lame excuse. But I couldn't find any information other than the app reviews of parents like complaining on blogs or like starting web pages to boycott them or Facebook protests. Like, I couldn't find any of that. I even Googled like, has Lily's Garden ever been banned? And the only thing I could get from that was going to the official Lily's Garden Facebook page, and they were talking about like scammers that they were trying to ban off their site. That's the only thing I could find. But like, seriously, I think people should look more into this. Like, I know it's like funny haha meme, but like, I totally agree. I wouldn't want my kids watching it. Like, I'm being dead serious. Like, yeah, funny penis jokes, they're funny in the like with the group of friends, but like when you expose your children to those funny penis jokes, it's like if you like you ran a preschool. It's like you ran a preschool and you were just like, fuck it, let's all play Cards Against Humanity, kids. Hey, how did I lose my virginity? Bill Clinton. You know, like, that's not okay. And I think it's bad. And someone should really start looking into it. And I know I probably sound like Mega Mom. I probably sound like super like older than 21 who should be laughing at them, which I totally did. I laughed at all of them, but like, I think you should put them in games that kids don't play, or like if you're gonna do them like on just like a YouTube account or like Facebook or like somewhere where you can like control who sees them, because if you're just putting them on random games like that, you can't control who sees them. And I would pay a lot more attention on what goes on these advertisements, because as far as I've seen, there's nothing that's changed. People are still upset about the ads. I know Bijou Mike did like a couple months ago updated ones, like ones that just came out, and I would just like to see something happen. But that is my whole information on Lily's Garden. If y'all liked this video and want to give me more examples of like what things to look into or what else you want to see, go ahead and kill that like button. If you like killing, kill the subscribe button as well. And I will see y'all next time, my sanitarium cellmates. Hopefully I'm well enough where my brain isn't mashed potatoes, and I can give y'all more of that quality content. But that's it for now. Bye. But keeping with that same I drew a blank. Little kids want to play these games, but they're too pornographic for them. Let me try that again. Help Lily restore her great aunt's garden. Let's try that again. Hit the script.